This is the AIO Quadcopter. It's a project that I began over 2 years ago. So why did this thing take 2 years to get to fly? Well, the answer is I didn't start with anything. I had no parts, I had no tools. All I had was my background knowledge and a little bit of help from mentors and teachers. After a little bit of time, I ended up designing this. It's a printed circuit board. This thing actually controls the drone. All of the parts that make the drone fly and be able to detect where it is and where it's going all fit onto this one little red board. And designing that took a long time, but designing the code was actually a lot harder.
Right, and then the left and then forward and backward.
Teaching something how to fly, understand where it is, where it's going, and how to balance its motors and propellers in order to stabilize in midair is actually a pretty difficult task. And it's something that took a lot of time, effort, and resources in order to learn exactly how to do. One of the most difficult aspects of this project was dealing with this tiny form factor. I mean, look at how small this is. And it was really difficult to make sure that the drone wasn't going to be disturbed by wind or vibrations without getting blown off course or just falling out of the sky. As you can tell, there's definitely a lot of stuff that goes into a project like this. But I suppose that's what made it so interesting to me. I wanted to understand what went into making a drone or anything like this fly. It wasn't as easy as throwing the pieces together, writing a few lines of code, and just telling it to fly. No, I needed to tune it, and I needed to make sure that every little piece was properly balanced and corrected across one another in order to make sure that it could actually fly. Now, while I put a lot of effort and work into this project, it's definitely not the best drone in the world. In fact, it's nowhere close to it. But it's mine. It was entirely designed by me, I wrote the code, and I built the circuit board. And that's what I'm proud of here. The project wasn't to build the best drone, it was to build a drone, and it was to learn and understand the concepts behind building one. And I'm really proud of the progress that I've made. If you're interested in learning about any of the resources for IMU design or RF systems or PID tuning, I have a lot of that stuff linked in the description and on my GitHub page. I hope you learned something interesting or were inspired by this project, and if you did, I would appreciate it if you left a like or subscribed to my channel, and thanks for watching.